When you look back at your entire process to where you are now, is there any one thing in particular where a light came on or anything that in the process that got you to where you are today that means the most to you?
I had great high school coaching. I can really lean on that, and I owe a lot to them. And where I've gotten today, it's kind of just a collection of hard work, great coaching, and just belief that I could be here and we could do what this program's doing.
Micah, Tom talked about going to your high school practices and being up top with a video guy. Do you remember that? And what was it? When did he actually offer you? And was that like a big load off you at that time?
Yeah, I do remember him being at a few of the games, especially my junior year, just because Thomas, he was on the team, and I remember him getting to the state championship that we played in. And I do remember the day I got offered. It was Indiana was actually my first offer, and it was during spring ball. And I just remember Coach Hurd was there, and because he had our district or whatnot, and my coach just came up to me. He's like, "Hey man, Indiana just offered you," and it was like, I was ecstatic. I couldn't even believe it. It was, I knew that the guys that have been here, like WAP and them, had come, and I knew it was something I wanted to be a part of. So.
Ryder and Jaron, I know they kind of play different roles on that defense, but coaches have talked about them and seen their improvement, and also really, I think, more their impact just since they've arrived. As a guy who is kind of tasked with seeing every level of that defense pre-snap, thinking about adjustments and things like that, what do those two guys bring at kind of their different end positions?
Yeah, they definitely bring a lot of size and strength to that defensive line, and also just leadership and experience. Guys are, playing with their hands more and fighting off blocks. And it's just good to see that, they're coming around, learning the defense, and really going to, be key in this year's process for us.
Yeah, Micah, week one can be tricky sometimes when it comes to tackling. It seemed like last year against Penn State, though, you guys did a really good job to start the season. Just curious about just the importance of that, especially, considering how much Iowa's going to rely on the run game.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, besides fall camp, you don't get too much throughout the year. And, it just comes out into the fundamentals and using our technique throughout the game. But, these guys are definitely going to be a load to bring on. They got a good, backfield, and we're going to have to bring it for sure.
Follow up on that, Micah. We saw in week 0 some teams that lost by making basic fundamental mistakes. What can you guys do to make sure that that's not a problem in week 1, especially opening up on the road against a high-level conference opponent like Iowa?
Yeah, it's just, we kind of put that on our back, and our coaches just say the Hoosiers don't beat the Hoosiers. So it comes down to us knowing what we have and everybody doing their job, not pressing, trying to make the play that's not theirs to make, and I think it just comes down to us being in the right position and making the plays when they come.